Hello and welcome to the Anuj Kapoor Talk Show, a podcast that talks about the things that matters the most in the industry today. I'm Anuj, your friend and your host of this podcast. This is a fortnightly podcast where I will deliver some of the hard-hitting thoughts and try to bring you out some value in each of my episode of this podcast. So, what are we waiting for? Let us begin this journey. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Anuj Kapoor Talk Show. And my friends, this is supposed to be the last episode of my podcast for the year 2021. Yes, my friends, the end of 2021 is just around the corner. In fact, as I'm speaking right now, we have just 3 or 4 more days left for this 2021 to be over, and we are all geared up to welcome the new year 2022 as we do normally for any year. Friends, a lot has happened in the year 2021. The year started with a huge hope, huge aspirations, because last year 2020 saw a lot of things, lockdown, coronavirus especially, and etc. But this year was even worse. Like every year, it's started well, but then there were a lot of things that really shook us from the entirety. We saw that the second wave of coronavirus was even more dangerous than the first wave that happened in 2020. And it took so many lives. In fact, many people were dying each day. I can witness so many deaths happening. My WhatsApp messages were full of people losing their lives. Somewhere I could see people losing one of their relatives. I could witness that. And we also saw that people were running around in need for oxygen cylinders, trying to get hold of oxygen cylinders. There was huge scarcity of oxygen cylinders and hospital beds also. I could see people running around for hospital bed for their beloved ones to get them admitted. Well, my friends, I too had lost my mother this year. Well, not because of COVID. She was suffering from a kidney ailment, but nevertheless, I also lost her, and my heart really pains when I even mention about this loss. It has been unbearable. As you know, the loss of mother is always unbearable, but as they say, life goes on. You lose someone, but life has to go on. Life has to continue. Come to think of it, I know. We have lost her, and there's a void in our life that cannot be filled. But that is life, and we have to move on with that. We have to move on with life. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for us. So my friends, I thought of recording this final episode of my podcast for this year to bid goodbye to the year 2021 and let bygones be bygones and start afresh in 2022. But my friends, I do not want to put any hope for 2022, nor I want to set any resolutions for the new year, because it doesn't really matter to me now. Life is really unpredictable, and you never know what will happen tomorrow. So whatever we have is now, and we need to be in that present moment, in that moment that we are in right now. Just enjoy the life. We all tend to worry too much, and we we believe in setting goals for tomorrow, what we want to be, but at the end of the day, when such thing happens, then we realize that what we have lost is that time that we had, and we could have done so much in that particular moment. So what you have is now. Just capitalize on that, and that should be your first priority. To focus on the now, the present. जब हम आज में नहीं जिए तो क्या जिए? That's what I want to say. Also, what I have done is that I have for this particular episode, I have created a small survey for all of you, and this is my way for asking you feedback on my podcast, the Anuj Kapoor Talk Show. And this survey will allow me to improve upon my podcast, and I also want to know how do you like all my episodes. I mean, so far I have been recorded 38 episodes, and this is the 39th episode that I will be releasing, and I wanted to seek feedback as to from you guys as to what do you feel about all of these episodes on the podcast overall. So I would really appreciate if you could fill in this survey and provide feedback to me, and this would really encourage me to record more episodes in my podcast in the year 2022. Also, I would like to know what topic you would like to hear more or hear the most in the new year, that really excite you, and so I would focus on those particular topics in the new year. So it's my gentle request for you to please fill in that survey form using the link given along with this podcast link. And with that, my friends, I would like to end this episode. Once again, I would like to wish you a very happy new year to you and your family, and may the new year 2022 bring lots of happiness and lots of excitement in your life. As you know, another coronavirus is striking around the corner, and we can again see papers filled with the news of so many people getting affected with that new variant of coronavirus. So just take care of yourself, be mindful of all the things that you need to take care of. Wear your mask, sanitize yourself, and don't go into crowded places, crowded areas, and go out only if it is required. That's all I want to say right now. I mean, just be careful of this coronavirus, and take care of yourself. Thank you for listening to this episode. Bye bye. Thank you so much for joining me this week on my podcast, the Anuj Kapoor Talk Show. Make sure to visit my website www.imanujkapoor.com, where you can subscribe to my mailing list for some exciting tips and tricks right on your mailbox. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast in your favorite music apps, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcast, or Amazon Music, or via RSS, so that you will never miss a show. While you are at it, if you found value in this episode, we did appreciate a rating for this podcast too on any of your favorite music apps. Or if you did simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Join me again in the next episode to listen to another exciting thoughts. Till then, this is Anuj Kapoor signing off for now. Thank you for listening. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye bye.